Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Alright, welcome back to Tim Friend. We're playing VESTARIA Saga some more. Last time we finished the first chapter, we learned about the game mechanics of the game in a... I mean, the fact that it was optional was not... No, the fact that it was optional was fine. Normally I'm like, tutorials, blah blah. So, you know what, the fact that they were all in houses that are optional, that's fine. But the fact that they all give you $100 for visiting them, you know what, no. I like that, because it gives you incentive to go to them and learn from them. Even though, like, later playthroughs you might already know about proficiency and shit like that, and they're not giving you exactly incredible dialogue. Anyway, safe within the town walls at last. Here we go. Get on boat.
Cutting it a little close, my lord, don't you think? Climb aboard, we've no time to lose. Oh, and the Thorsian captain said to give you this, a token of gratitude for protecting his ship from the pirates. Go on, take it. It's all right. One's coffers can never be too full.
We got 1,200 denarii. Okay, I guess we did that. The Carrack will have departed Thrall Harbor by now. I'm gonna fucking die, aren't I? Says Zetch. Yup, the Carrack's a boat. I didn't look it up. It just sort of came to me in a dream. I just remembered that a Carrack is a boat. Whoa, Jesus! that's quite an army. That's an army and a half. But look, a lot of them, they all look different. It's interesting. Got some, like, badass knights there on the southern tip. Looks like we got griffin riders. Badass. Some guardians very similar to our Protean Bonachel. Looks like we've got a unique portrait badass knight with black hair. Looks pretty cool. And here they come. I knew the Empire was just testing us before, and now they mean to throw their true might at us. They've got like fucking 40 people. An army of 40. I was wise to evacuate the others when I did. Alright, so these two are coming up first. That's interesting. They had the Griffin Rider go across and lower the bridge. It is cute. I liked it.
Zayn, know that it was not an empty promise, even if it was one I could not keep. Guard Aethal well on my stead. Work with her hand in hand, and pluck our kingdom from the rubble.
Oh no, I can't believe he's dying. Yes, it's really a tragedy. Alright, we'll save our game here over 1. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Whoa! This is a fucking map and a half. Is this gonna be non-linear? That'd be... I mean, I would be super down for a non-linear game like in this way. That would be cool as hell. A ship carrying a Salvian Imperial diplomat is set ablaze in Frist Harbor, inside Meledian Harbors. What? The Empire designs an investigation, but Melita denies all misconduct, blaming the conflagration on brigands. Relations between the states quickly sour. Okay, so we're in Melita. Melita's small. The Empire is what invaded. I guess they're called Salvia. A survivor of the blaze testifies that a Meledian soldier lit the fire, enraging Salvia's Emperor Manius. Okay, which one is that? No idea. Determined to hold Melita accountable, Manius declares war on the island kingdom. Okay, great. I'm there, so I'm with you. I'm with you so far. Empire declares war on Melita. Empire's much bigger. Melita is allied ostensibly with the other nations in the Vestarian continent, I guess. Following spring, 2 corps led by the famed general Ajax, that's the cool black-haired guy. Shit. Here the general builds an impregnable fortress to cement the Empire's foothold. Shit. That doesn't seem great for Melita. September 1024. With 12,000 elite troops under his command, Ajax marches on the Meledian capital of Regina. We saw that part, so we were in September 1024. Great. Okay. A little political science, little political history class going on now. Faced with this new threat from the mainland, the nations of Vestaria hastily forge an alliance, but one with little solidarity. The Empire goes unimpeded. Whoops. Bummer. Yeah, you gotta devote your shit. After Ajax's forces invade Frist, most of the Alliance's member states decide the fight is not theirs. Latest pleas for reinforcements go ignored. Whoops. Well, that's a bummer. King Melses of Melita, unwilling to stand by as one of his protectorates is taken from him, mobilizes 10,000 soldiers and mounts a counterattack. Well, you'll need 2,000 more soldiers than that, and just to match his numbers, it's not going to go well. You can get their butts kicked. Yeah, they all died. Consequences are disastrous. Ajax's brilliant tactics and desertion by the Vestarian alliance catapult Melita into an early grisly defeat. Woof. What a bummer in the summer for Melita. Are we Melitans? I don't know. King Melses is slain along with his 2 sons and his commander, the Duke of Redessa. Who the fuck was that? Was that Zacharias? decimated, Melita is forced to think quickly. Is that us? Is that what we did? The Duke of Redessa's son, okay, Zacharias assumes provisional command of Melitian forces and retreats to Regina, ready to hold his capital or die. And then he dies. Right? You're gonna die? Or is this like a, oh, they captured me and turned me onto the Imperial side or whatever? However, this turn of events has cowed the rest of the Alliance. Vestaria's other member states flee homeward, their accord now just ash in the wind. God damn it, member states. You gotta fucking do the thing. You gotta commit to the bit. Zacharias places Melita's surviving heir, Princess Athalphis, in the care of his much younger brother, Zadrian, ordering the two of them to flee abroad. Okay, so we are part of like a Duke of Melita, whereas Athalphis is the Princess of Melita. I'm following. Reluctantly, Zaid follows his brother's orders, safely guides Aethel to Thrall Harbor, whence they sail west to the merchant metropolis of Venetia. That sounds so. It's Venice. Okay, got it. Present day, January 1025 CC. The crowd control is very strong. There's 1,025 crowd controls. A little goof. A little joke. It's very, very small. Did you like it? Concio, the Venetian Republic. What's the any key? Boop, 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 boop. Excuse me. Look at this fucking friendly fellow. Gentlemen of the Concio, allow me to introduce Lord Zadrian, youngest son of the Duke of Redessa. Whilst only 16 years of age, he has spent the last half year on the battlefield trading steel with the Solvian invaders. Alas, despite Melita's best efforts, the Empire's numbers proved too much for them. Both king and kingdom have fallen. In the aftermath, and at great personal risk, Lord Zadrian escorted Prince Athalphis to Venetia, where she might be safe. The princess is the last member of the Melitian royal family. As good Venetians, we must show we are just and loyal friends. So this is the merchant metropolis, so I bet there's going to be like a betrayal of some kind. Thus, I ask you to permit Lord Zadrian and Princess Athalphis to stay here in the city, where the Empire cannot reach them. Dolguritten, there's one point I wish to clarify, if I may. As I recall, this brave young man in our midst is, in fact, your brother-in-law. Is that correct? Yes, you have the truth of it. Zaid's elder sister is my wife. So then what you're really asking is for the Republic to protect your family, even if it drags us into a war. Since our founding, the Republic's policy has been one of neutrality. We've built a peaceful nation by adhering to that policy and avoiding conflict. Harboring the princess of a dead kingdom will only invite the Empire's wrath, and we have not but mercenaries to stave it off. We would be overrun. If we are to safekeep the Republic, then I say we arrest these fugitives and turn them over to Solvia at once. What say the rest of you, gentlemen? Ha ha ha, Senator Dulles, and here I took you for a man of letters. We cannot maintain neutrality with the Empire. What nation can? Name one on equal footing with Solvia. I challenge you. Even if you have the right of it, I see no benefit in harboring fugitives. Fortunately, I do. Now may I get on with what I intended to say in the first place? Damn, this written is a salty Sandra. I like him. I do not seek asylum for a relative. I seek asylum for an able warrior and commander, an asset to our republic. Ah, and here comes the sophistry. Go on then, you have the floor. Do tell us about all the wonderful things little Lord Zadrian will do. Ooh, Senator Dulles. He's going to be a Senator douchebag. I like the little watchtowers there on the bottom right of the map, and then there's one in the bottom center. They look like little Mario war pipes. I like it. As you all well know, 2 provinces that rightfully belong to the Republic have been seized by Galatian brigands. Whoa. The Republic. Okay. So, Venetia. So there's brigands abroad, and they now have enough numbers. They have enough numbers now to pose a real threat to the capital. Captain Vilweiss's free company has managed to repel the Galatians' attacks, yes, but they refuse to take the battle outside our walls, and they're sellswords. They could abandon us at any second. You got it written. What a calculating man. You're to the point. What does the boy have to do with any of this? I told you before, Lord Zadrian is an experienced warrior. He's level 2. 2, I say. And he still commands a number of able knights. 3 of them. They would make swift work of the undisciplined rabble that passes for Galatian manpower. I can vouch for it. For as you were so keen to point out, Zaid is a brother and friend to me. We've been blessed with a chance, gentlemen. A capable army has arrived on our doorstep. Would you turn them away? If so, you're either a fool or no true Venetian. You know what the right choice is. Yeah. Good. Since there are no further objections, the Senate of 1 is written and Senator Dulles. I hereby welcome our guest to Venetia and formally request Lord Zadrian eradicate the Galatian brigands. You got it. I'm pressing A. Very well. But before the Concio can sanction such an action, there remains one crucial detail to hammer out. And what would that be? Exactly when might we expect Lord Zadrian to complete his task? We cannot allow him to stay indefinitely unless he proves his worth. Then I will consult with him and we can reconvene at a later date. No need. He's right here. I am asking him. Give me 3 months, sir, and I will rid you of the brigands. Very well. 3 months it is. But if you fail, then you will be removed from our city. And Dolga Written shall answer to the Concio for his deception and step down. What? ... Why the surprise? You've gotten everything you asked for. Ha ha ha. What a douchebag. What a duelist bag. Forgive me, Sir Written. I should have kept my mouth shut and consulted with you, like you said. Ha ha ha. Nonsense, Zaid. You did nothing wrong. We may have walked into Senator Dulles' trap, but it was only a matter of time anyway. The man reviles me. He wants the Dolga's seat. So the Dolga is kind of like over something, I guess. And he has a right to challenge me for it, no matter how disgusting the power play. ... Can you deliver on your pledge? Is 3 months enough? I won't hold you to a promise that might get you killed. Beatrice would hang me by the neck until dead. You exaggerate, my dear. What a beautiful lady. Oh, I like her very much. I would hang you until mostly dead. That's silly. But he's right, Zaid. You should retract your pledge. The Concio is cruel to send you out on the battlefield when your place is here with your family. Leave the bloodshed to Zech. A boy like you has no place hunting brigands. It's too dangerous. Soft, Beatrice. I know Zaid was but 5 or 6 when you left Redessa, so of course you desired to protect him. He's grown into a fine young man, and in delivering the princess here has already proven his strength and courage. Still, Written. Sister, I thank you for looking out for me, but I assure you I can take care of myself. Brigands or no brigands, I cannot simply cower here in the city for the rest of my days, while Zech organizes a liberation force. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I must build a stronghold of my own to better our footing against the Empire. And one day, soon, he and I will expel the Empire from Vestaria and restore Melita to glory. That was Father's wish, and I will not abandon his legacy, no matter what hells I must walk through to see it done. I know Zech feels the same, as he survives. Zaid, you really aren't the little boy I remember. You've become a man, and our father's son. So long as Lord Zecharias is Zecharias? I should really commit to either Zech or Zech, shouldn't I? Fate remains in question. A tremendous burden rests on Zaid's shoulders, heavier than any you or I can imagine. We cannot fight his battle for him, but we can trust in his judgment and give him our support. Thank you, my love. Now, Zaid, let us discuss the brigands. You should be armed with all the information. Yes, of course. Am I British now? Their stronghold in the mountains north of the Grand Colliery of Thebes. The Grand Colliery? What? In some old ruins. The terrain puts them at an advantage. You should not mount an attack until you are duly prepared. The Galaetians answer to a man named Tyrant, a cruel and brutal man with skill on the battlefield. Definitely not one to trifle with. The poor town of Elsa has already fallen to the brigands, who have been subjecting its residents to all manner of horrors. But Luca village to our northwest have mobilized a militia and managed to keep the Galatians at bay thus far. You should speak with them at once, as I am certain they will help you. And do not worry about us here in Venetia. The Vilvice Free Company garrisoned here is a tough army in its own right, with a definitely not evil leader. They'll keep us safe so long as we keep the coin flowing. They refuse to march on the brigands for us, but perhaps their cooperation can still be bought for the right price. I'll stick with Condottiere Vilvice. Let's do Vilvice. And I think that covers everything you need to know. Your strength will be tested, but I already know it to be true. Fight well, Zaid. Thank you, sir. I shall, with every ounce of my being. Whew! That's how you know it's a fucking Fire Emblem game. All that dialogue. Next time on Tim Friend, probably more dialogue, if being honest, but maybe more gameplay towards the end of the episode. Fingers crossed. Bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.